I want you to do me a favor. By the way, if you hear the music in the background, I do not own the rights to this. Breathe in, breathe out. Take this time. Excuse me. Breathe in, and as you're breathing in, imagine that every negative and every bad thing that you've ever thought, felt, or did that feels like it's left a scar that anyone has ever thought, felt, or did that has left a scar that is still in your virtue or in your energy around you. Breathe it in, and it's sucking all in as you breathe in. Sucking up, it's like a vortex. And breathe out. Turn your head to the right. Again. And a couple more times if you need to. Um, I want us to be able to relax. Take a moment and relax. And know that despite of where you are, everything is going to be just fine. Whatever they've said, whatever they've done, whatever the kids are doing, how you can't hear, you feel like you can't function. If you like someone, if you feel as you feel offended, breathe in, and breathe it out. And take some time and meditate on good words. Words are hopeful, words that are inspirational, words that will bring you to an expected end. Once you feel as though you're clear, begin to breathe in good thoughts. Wherever your good thoughts are, pull them forward. Breathe them in, and if there's any negative, breathe it out so that nothing can cipher but your good thoughts. Finally, my brethren, whatsoever is good, whatsoever is just, whatsoever is love, whatsoever is have a good rapport, meditate on these things. And meditation is the reverberation of everything good. So today, as promised last week, and I do thank you for your patience for this video. I want to do this Sunday, but I have a wonderful young lady who's like a sister to me who is moving out of town and she is moving to another state actually. And she's going to start a new life. Wonderful, courageous woman. So shout out to the Sissels in the Sissel household. And I'm just excited about your new journey. So remember last week we said that we were going to teach on the protocols of truth. And as promised, as usual, typically, I will not try to hold us over an hour, or really don't want to hold us over 30 minutes, 35 minutes tonight, but I don't want to rush over these because I do not know if this will be the last protocols of truth I will do. Um, it's not very broad, but there is a realm of them. There is a realm of them. And I want to make sure that we are able to at least get enough of it to expand our spiritual and intellectual capacity concerning truth. Now, I want to come from truth in the higher sense that truth is a spirit. And you'll find that some of these protocols deal with truth as a spirit and truth as a noun, a person, a place, a thing, or idea. In the sense of place, it would come from the place of manifestation. If truth is led you here, or if this is here, then I want to be able to, from that noun sense point of view, the place, because you're here, because with everything there is a time, a season, a place, and a purpose. I want to be able to say, declare to you that if truth has you here, or if your destiny has you here, the truth inside of your destiny is you are here. And the truth is there is something for you to learn here. And you are here to engage truth, engage love, engage light, and to expand where you are in your internal dialect. So let's get started on a couple of these. I want to thank you all. I want to give a shout out to Stone Solutions Center, which is a tax preparer with the wonderful Miss um, Brinson, Miss Anita Brinson. If you need your taxes done, do let me know. Hopefully, I can get her on here soon for a interview. I would love to interview her in her life. She has a very dynamic story as well, and I know she has such a power to get you virtually energized, and she will get you encouraged and empowered. She's definitely someone with empowerment. Okay. Oh, and I just a further announcement for all my viewers for my knockouts. How are my knockouts doing? Again, it is a pleasure doing life with you. Um, and you are going to be called my technical knockouts. I do not know if we are going to be able to have the Miss Shirley Ann Carr on as we believe we were going to. Her schedule has gotten busy, as well as some things I'm sure has coming up. And so we don't know when we'll have her on if we can. But if we can, I will make another announcement and shout out to her as well, all the way in Maryland. Um, how are you doing? Hopefully, sending love to you. Sending love to you. Hopefully, we will also, I just want to throw out a couple of people. Hopefully, we'll have the doctor, her name is Dr. Deborah, and she has her doctorate in theology. And she's a wonderful woman with a powerful testimony as well. Um, I don't know how much that's going to cost me, but I do want to make sure that she comes on. So, Dr. Deborah, if you're listening to this, know that I do want to interview you. She is one of our um, frequents on this channel on the Dr. TKO show. Okay, let's get started. Shout out to you, Dr. Deborah, and shout out to um, the lovely Miss PR. Tess, um, Courtney, and all the beautiful children and sons of the King that are over there. I love you all, and I'm thinking of you. And tell Mama I said hi if you can hear this. Okay, so getting into, I'm trying to make sure I get everything and everybody out of the way. Shout out to the Waldron household and to the Berman household. You all are so wonderful. Um, a shout out to Miss Herman. You are a wonderful, wonderful, iconic, and up and coming woman. Hopefully, Miss O. determined, we will, maybe we can have maybe an interview with you as well. That would be great. That would be really, really great. Okay, truth. Let us start with truth. Truth as a spiritual voice, as a voice. In order to engage truth, you must first receive truth. And what are we saying here? That truth is a voice, but your ears have to be able to receive the truth. And a lot of times, what we find is that people have the ability to hear the truth, but it's difficult receiving the truth. What are two or three main reasons for that? That would be one, either there is a certain mindset or mind frame that has been established inside of the ears and established inside of the light of the understanding. And so, with that, there's a blockage there. Two would be that they have heard a lie about themselves or about someone else, and it could be ingrained or indoctrinated or just heard. And in these areas, if it's been heard, it's usually ingrained, and it's the doctrine of what they believe. With that, we find that the person will believe a lie about themselves. Going back to truth, each and every one has a purpose here in the earth. And with your purpose, you'll find that you'll find your tribe, or you'll go through a journey before you find who you are and where you are. I have a book, it's called Sincerely Purpose or Sincerely on Purpose. And when the book comes out, I will show you some of the things in there, but I will not share everything because, of course, I need you to purchase the book so that you can grow. Indoctrinated usually deals with doctrines of truth, theories, theologies. Yeah. And so these things sometimes they can be a lie or they can be the truth. But the truth of it is what is been proven, what has stand and what stands either on a spiritual, natural, intellectual, emotional, or foundational level. And so despite of what we feel, there are some truths that are irrefutable. Irrefutable. Ingrained, usually that is something that is spoken to you over and over. Sometimes it can be a lie, sometimes it can be the truth. One thing that really keeps coming to mind right now is that I can see a woman or a young lady, and she's being told that she'll never be nothing and that she's not pretty enough or she's not beautiful enough or she's just too big or that's just who she is and she can never look like Halle Berry. And that may, though that may be true in the sense of you'll never be Halle Berry's, you don't have Halle Berry's DNA. You're not the 23 chromosomes of the mother, 23 chromosomes of the father to create the original Halle Berry. You are your own individual. But to say you'll never be as thin as her or things of that nature, there's many different methods or things. So you can never let anybody tell you that you cannot look in a certain aspect of what you're looking for. And that's why a lot of times language, especially with truth, when you're dealing with the language of truth, it has to be spoken in such a manner, in a way that will bring about enlightenment and peace. Anything outside of that is going to bring doubt, stir up confusion, and it will cause at least 13 times to cancel one lie that you tell to a woman or a young man about who they are or what they can achieve. And so it has to continue, we have to continue with the vibrations of the heart of truth. And what I say, what I mean when I mean vibrations, meaning what it reverbs, what the truth thinks. It's the ultimate. It's the justice. It's the justness. It's the rightness of what anything is, in the sense of what it says is it cannot tell a lie. It cannot just tell a fact. So what does that mean? That means the truth is going, the spirit of truth not only has wisdom, it has love, it has insight, and it has knowledge, and it will bring you into a place and assist in bringing someone else into a place. Always speak the truth in love. The voice of truth comes from the tone of love, and there is no opposite or opposition that can stand against the highest form of love. No opposition. Truth is receiving the truth, receiving the truth. Let's go there. Receiving the truth. Truth is, in receiving it, it goes with the law of reciprocity. If I engage with the truth must engage with me. Why is that? Because if I am going to be a deliverer of truth, truth will engage with me. It will come into my sphere, will come into my day, will come into my personal universe, and it will, there will be signals, there will be signs, things to help bring me peace. Peace and truth work together. Truth will bring peace as long as you have the ability to receive the truth. Okay. Receiving is a receiving is an allowing of this beautiful thing, whatever it is, to be able to come into you and to engage your mind and to settle in your place of discipline. And remember, everything in life, if you really want it, a lot of times, some people receive like certain information, I can click, it's just mine. I receive certain things I may have to reiterate over and over again in order for it to stick on the brain, my brain. And some people are like this, some people can just absorb knowledge. If that's not you, hey, if it's you, right on to you. I love it for you. Um, but it's the absorbing of this information, being able to release it into your dialect and be able to eat on the things, eat on the words in the journey. Okay. Truth, this next protocol is truth is reciprocal. As we just covered, truth is reciprocal. That means if you engage with truth, the truth has nothing to do but to respond to you and engage with you. Whether it's now, whether you see it now, whether you see it later. Give you a prime example. Let's say, for instance, okay, that um, you were telling Sally Mae the truth and she didn't believe it about something, and she's like, okay. And so you've already planted the seed, and now what's going to happen is that everything around Sally's world now, if she wants it, is going to begin to move in the place of showing her the truth. Because not only were your intentions good, but also the state of her world depends on it. If it's already come to you and you are a truth bearer, then that means something in Sally's world needs this truth. So you now have to let it go and allow truth in whichever form it's going to bring it in. Bring Sally this truth so that she's able to have this, and then her world is enlightened. Truth will engage with Sally as long as Sally is prepared, in a sense. And even if she's not prepared, at least the seed is planted again. And so it's not personal. Sometimes a lot of people don't know how to receive. I remember when I was first beginning my and me, and shout out to Mrs. Washington. You know her, you're Miss AP. Um, when we first started talking about, we were talking one time, we were talking about how we have been gifted, and things of that nature. A lot of times people would try to um, compare us. And that's one of the things that I really hated. But it was also a part of me that wanted them to see I am as gifted, you know, as she is. But I wasn't jealous of her. I adore Miss Amy. I adore her. I adore her. She's awesome. Um, so it was very different. I was just like, I just need to, and a lot of times that was God's divine engagement saying to me that you need to find your own way. You need to come out of this because this is not meant for you. This rejection is me just protecting you and allowing you to find yourself. And so by the time I began to realize that this is where I was going in life, that I was going to be helping people. And so it was such a gift I'm given this life, me engaging with you, you all, is such a gift. And I love it. I sometimes I'm just like, Lord, but I love what I do. I love this. I love you all. I love being able to help people in that sense. And it brings me very much joy. And when you are finding your purpose, if it does not bring you joy, it won't last. It's temporal. It may be seasonal, it may be half a lifetime, it may be just for an hour, but it will not be your purpose. It will not be your divine purpose. It may be just a part of the gifts that make up all of your purpose for your life and for this world. Next one, truth is manifestation. Truth is a manifestation. Truth is a manifestation. And I'm coming from this sense of, say if someone has said to you, um, can't believe that, and you and in wisdom and in sensitivity, you say to them, sorry, I'm taking off my shoes really quickly, and you say to them, have you tried looking at it from this sense or this sense, or maybe this is where you are and this is what's attracted to you, or something of the sort, to where it brings enlightenment. That's another thing about truth. In order for you to receive enlightenment from the spirit and from the power of truth, you have to be able to come with from a plane in your own self that doesn't want to hurt or destroy or not prideful. Again, doesn't want to hurt, doesn't want to destroy, and it's not prideful. What is pride? Pride is a high arrogancy. It's a high arrogance. It's it's a very high confidence that's outside of the realm of normal confidence. God, I want to get into that because that is just like a little nugget of meat. There's confidence. We're supposed to have a certain confidence. There's a confidence in humility, and there's a humility in confidence. But there's also a confidence of who you are. But if it gets too high, it goes into a place where everything around you will either be attracted to you to destroy you, or it will resist you. And so, though you may be making moves, but everything is literally coming to a place to resist you and allow destruction to come to you all the way across the board. Truth is a manifestation. That's where we are. Truth is a manifestation. Truth is a manifestation that if someone is telling you truth or is bringing enlightenment to you, that they have sat with a confidence, knowing that what they believe, what they've said to you, is an ultimate truth. Though they may be speaking a fact of where you are, it's not a final truth, but it is a fact of where you are currently. Truth enforces, okay, another protocol. Truth enforces despite of. So let's see. Okay. Truth enforces what it is in spite of. What does that mean? That means truth has always been around. Everything around you is a divine manifestation of truth, of a fact that you believe that you've made a truth and it's made manifest. Truth is a manifesto. And so it's going to enforce what you think, how you feel. Okay, this is why at the beginning, when we were talking about meditation for this very short period of time that we did, it was you manifest how you think and how you feel. If you believe good, good is going to happen to you. I know a lot of times people come outside and they get shot and they believe, well, I was a good person. I felt good. I never did anything wrong to people. There is such a power and such a source of this type of information, of this type of power within inside of yourself, that if you surround yourself with good, one person can change a community by the reverb, the re-manifestation daily of good thoughts, good deeds, and good actions. But you have to have a pure belief because everything around you has to respond to good. Why? Because it is the truth. That this world was not made in the likeness to be destroyed by the likes of forces and outside forces. It was meant to be lived with a harmony. It was meant to be lived with an enforcement of good. And so if we feel as though that evil will always prevail, then so will evil always prevail. So typically with this thought process, if you're here, still here with me, you're fighting against other people. And this is why war can always remain. Why? Because even if we destroy the armies that war against us, you are warring against people who think peace can happen. And even if you say yes and agree with the person that thinks peace can always happen, but you're warring inside of yourself, you still introduce war into the, you lied and you introduce the lie. So then you introduce deception within inside of yourself to remain, and then you introduce war according to a clause in the spirit. It's just facts. It's facts. It's a lie. You deceive yourself. You leave the gateway open. Deception leaves a gateway open for you to continue to be deceived. And if you're trying to deceive you and everyone around you, eventually it has to come through. Truth will always prevail. One thing about truth, I don't care if it's 20 years down the road, if it's 30 years down the road, truth will always prevail. It will always prevail. It will find you. And if it finds you the right way, and if you receive it the right way, it'll always pick you up. Okay, let's see where we are here. Real truth, again, a couple others. Real truth will always be revealed. In being entrusted with the truth, you will become a truly enlightened person. Remember, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. If you're trusted with the truth, you will not go around condemning people. Anyone entrusted with real truth, I'm going to say that again, anyone entrusted with real truth and is really on the side of truth, you will not, I repeat, you will not go around with pride and arrogance. I don't care if you're religious. I don't care if you're normal. I don't care if you're a scientist. I don't care you won't. You don't have to walk around with arrogance because you're relaxed. It brings a peace to you. This is what I'm talking about. Peace. Um, in truth, there's a peace, but in peace, there's truth. If peace can rule in your life, it has to bring truth to you as well. It has to. Because in order to have peace, you have to be able to be truthful and to be trusted. And so all of that deals with truth. And if you can sit with truth, you can be trusted. If you can believe in truth, if you can engage with truth, if you can receive the truth, you can be trusted. Truth is an enlightenment. Truth is not only a pathway for growing and development. Truth is a light unto that pathway. Truth is the voice that will speak to you to move you into the right direction. Or you will see truth and it will be acknowledged to you. It will be the unctioning for you. Real truth, real truth, real truth in love. It carries love and a corrective power in its voice. That means it's able to pierce through a wall and bring open and enlighten you. It has the power to do so, to engage you into a place and elevate you. The power of truth can elevate you. The hand of truth can elevate you into a new realm of thinking. But the protocol with that to bring to that next place, you have to be able to celebrate what you hear and honor the truth. And then it will promote you. It will promote you to that next level. Truth believes in itself, so it is disciplined and bound to its own knowledge. Mhm. I'm going to say that again. Truth believes in itself, despite of what everybody else is thinking, despite of compromising, despite of everything. Truth believes in itself, so it is disciplined and bound to its own knowledge. What does that mean? That means that when I decide to um, come into a place of truth, truth will release, excuse me. Sorry, I want to grab a water, but we're going to grab a soda for now. Um, it's a ginger ale. Truth will always believe in itself. Truth will always believe in itself. So that means truth is confident inside of itself. Truth has a confidence inside of itself. You can have your confidence and still be confident in the truth and allow truth's confidence be confident in you. Be disciplined in the truth. And it is bound to its own knowledge, meaning it is bound to what it believes and will abide in what it believes in its own self. It will never go against its own self. When you compromise with truth, you will allow the transforming splendor of truth to abide with you. I'm going to repeat that again. When you compromise with the truth, meaning in this sense of compromise, what we're saying is that when we come to the place of saying, okay, I know this is the truth, and I'm going to let this go. This is compromise in the sense of reciprocate, to receive it, um, to let go and allow truth to come in. You allow the transforming splendor. That means there's a new glory, there's a new celebration, there's a new enlightenment. That feeling to your new body, to your body, it is new life that is coming inside, even inside your inner cellular being. And it is transforming you and renewing you in a place where you didn't have before. And when it can live in you It brings you eternal youthfulness. Truth and love will bring you eternal youthfulness. It is a great shield, it is a great buckler, it is a great fighter for you. And it will keep you youthful because it is a liberator. And everything that has the power to go against gravity and aging is everything that is going to bring you enlightenment. Truth and boldness sometimes are misunderstood. The authority of truth is not a destroyer, but a maturer. If not done right, you will dishonor truth, which is light and which is love. So we got to speak the truth in love, and speaking the truth in love that we may mature in all things. We will mature in all things. We will mature in our walk. We will mature in our spiritual walk. We will mature in our spiritual journey, our glorified journey, who we are, and where we're going. Truth is not hurtful, but will redevelop your mind and evolutionize your life. If you're too invested in another person's facts or truth, when you tell them the truth, it will stir up mental or emotional attacks. And I want to put a comma here real quick and go into this really quickly. One protocol about the truth is be very careful about if you've ever heard never cast your pearls to swine. This is around that same line of connotation. Be careful when you say and how you say the truth. And this is the wisdom in truth and the truth of wisdom. Sometimes it's good to be very silent and know the exact timing to kind of flow in with the truth. And that only comes sometimes with people who have been through a situation like, well, I don't want to tell that person nothing anymore. They act like they know it all, or if it's going to be one of those types of situations, it's best that you kind of encourage them before you really bring about a truth. It helps them to flow and it helps truth to be able to have an open door to come in so that it is more impactful and insightful. Revealed truth is light and it exposes facts, darkness, and if you have real truth, it's going to bring light and it's going to liberate your mind. And so if you have that compact duo, I cannot reiterate, it enough. If you have truth and love together, and if you love the truth, love telling the truth, but you don't love living in the truth and loving the people for the sake of, for the purpose of liberating them with love and light and splendor and glory, it will not work. It will backfire. If not for the first one, for the second one. Not for the second one, the third one. Eventually it's going to backfire. Period. Just going to backfire. It's going to backfire. And that goes into how you speak, the voice of truth, and the hidden character, the hidden reasoning, the hidden theory, the hidden theology, the spirit that is behind you, and where and it will matter if you are effective in honoring yourself and honoring the truth and honoring someone else, even the spirit of truth. Meaning you can dishonor truth, your own truth, the spirit of truth, and truth globally in on a sense of you're not you're not doing it out of the right reason. You may be starting on a good journey, meaning the truth of the matter, at the ending of your own truth, you're going to mean well by what you do. But right now, you don't have the right motives and you need more growing to do. And so the fact is that you're going to do it. The final fact is that you're going to do it. But the fact is now that you have a terrible disposition on it and how you do it, because there's some more growing and more pulling up of darkness within inside of yourself and more truth you need to give yourself about where you are, why you're there, and how'd you get there? Where did it come from? Where did it stem from? And when truth can be honored in that sense, it digs out and it brings light to your soul. And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I always encourage people. You are only as good as your last confession concerning yourself about where you are and how you wish to grow and develop. You are only as good as that. Because greatness cannot rest in a clogged place that's filled with darkness from your past. It cannot rest. And your character will never change to the truthful place of where you're supposed to be of enlightenment. Enlightenment in the sense of love, light, understanding. It will never be able to eat the fruits of goodness. If you're still clogged with darkness and you had the methods of someone else who wants to be protected, but but will but will never come to the place of I was wrong here, they were wrong there, she was wrong here, and he was wrong there, or this, if it's a back and forth and there is no responsibility, you become ineffective. You will never get the maximum capacity of effectiveness if you don't come into the place of realizing where you are. And a lot of times I would encourage you, I really help guide people through this type of process and assist people with things. If you really want assistance or if you know someone who could use assistance, I would recommend me this one. Yeah, I'd recommend him. HolloCuriaWorks at Outlook.com. Again, that's HolloCuriaWorks at Outlook.com. Um, don't forget, we're on Twitter at HolloCuria Wellness, HWC. HolloCuria, first name works, second name on Facebook. And we will definitely engage with you there. But if you have any questions or inquiries, please, by all means, do not forget. Take time to write me, and I look forward to helping you and assisting you with all of these things. And so, in light of this, we're going to move forward. But Halocuria works at Outlook.com. And I look forward, really look forward to helping you and helping your family and helping your husband and helping your children and helping your grandma and helping your auntie. Um, yeah, yeah, I really look forward to doing that. And so I will talk to you guys there. Final one, in order to be on the path of truth, you have to understand that the heart of truth wills and wishes nothing but revealed error and creation and goodness for all. That means, what are we saying here? What are we saying here? Okay. Truth wills, that means the will of truth, the hour, the eyes of truth, wishes nothing but to reveal error and to reveal the path of rightness concerning you, concerning someone else, concerning their own individualized situation. Um, to reveal creation of what you could be and what you were created to be, and how the power of who you are can bring them back into a place of greatness. That's that's all truth wants. That's what truth wants. Truth wants nothing but good. That's good truth. And I want to talk. I didn't want to do it, but I feel as though we have to do it, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. so that we can get ready to go. Um, Dark truth. What is dark truth? Dark truth is the truth, is a lie or a half fact that is told that has been made the final all be all. It's a judgment that has been made prematurely, and it can actually kill you, and it can actually very much kill you. So be careful about those dark truths. Dark truths are half facts, but it doesn't show you how at the end it will destroy you. And this is where understanding, the eyes of understanding and wisdom really comes into play. Being able to see that you don't, if you don't, sorry about that, um, that if you don't confront the compromise place, if you don't confront the place of your darkness, in the sense of where I will talk about, for instance, I will talk about why I wanted to, back in my, old day where I wanted to just smash the head of people. Um, if you don't confront the anger, if you don't confront the sorrow, if you don't confront the insecurity, if you don't confront the pride, if you don't confront the arrogance, if you don't confront the unknown, if you don't confront the fear, if you don't confront the rejection, if you don't confront the injection, total different thing. If you don't confront the irrelevance, if you don't confront the comfort, if you don't confront the incomfort, if you don't confront confrontation, if you don't confront all of these things, and I can go on and on and on. If we don't confront them and we don't come up with the great strategies, which we do here at the Dr. TKO and on Holocaria, my life coaching and counseling. We confront things, we find them to enlighten them, to shed light on them. And we talk about, many different areas. What was it good for? What is it not good for? And which one, where are you at? Which one are you feeding on? And there's much more to this process, but I promise you, here at Howard 3 Wellness and Coaching, we will definitely get you right. I'm leaving up out of here now. I thank you so much for your time. As we have just went over just a few protocols of what truth is, what true truth is, what it is, what its will is, what its wisdom is, how its wisdom flows, in the sense of what it wills to bring. So that's the character of truth. The character of truth um, wishes to be an opener, to bring about a different structure to a room and to a plane and to a mind. So, just those things, that's what truth does. And truth brings light, truth brings love, and truth brings hope. Hope, not in the sense of I'm hoping that it will be done, but in the sense of I'm anxiously waiting the anticipation of you becoming a truth bearer and having this to spread throughout the world, to become a greater person, to be enlightened and established in a greater way. Again, I'm Dr. CKL, and this was the Protocols of Truth. I've had such a wonderful time with you all, and I look forward to engaging with you guys later on. I love you next week. I don't know where we are. I don't know what we're going to bring, but I do know that we are still in truth for at least one more thing. And then I believe we'll be ending our series with truth, and we will head on to a new journey. I thank you so much. And know that right on the tablet of your heart and on the scribing of your mind, your name is victory. You are going to be great. And everything about you has been created, everything that's going on is created to inspire and encourage you to become a greater person. Know that no good thing will be withheld from you when you come out of this journey. And know that some of you are on the way to high victory. I am inspired by you. May you be inspired by this. It is a pleasure doing life with you. And the next time, oh, I got a secret for you. So next week, we will be in Georgia. I'm going to take some pictures and a couple of other things, and I'll sneak around a couple things, and we'll be picturing from Georgia. You didn't hear that from me. I love you all. God bless you all. May the peace that surpasses all understanding rule, and may not only the divine, our sovereign God, be with you, but may he comfort and bring you peace. And may the sovereign heaven and the universe and your world begin to smile. And may your days become brighter. And may what was meant for your evil now be turned around for your good. I am Dr. TKO, and you just finished another Dr. TKO show. See you soon.